Want to take the best pictures with your iPhone? Don't underestimate the power of your iPhone camera. It's not just a handy tool for capturing spontaneous moments. It's a high-quality lens right in your pocket. With advanced features that rival professional cameras, your iPhone camera is a powerhouse of photography potential. The iPhone camera is built with a top-tier lens, designed to capture crystal-clear images. It's packed with features like high dynamic range, optical image stabilization, and depth control, which all work together to give you the ability to capture stunning photos. But what makes a truly great photo isn't just a matter of pressing the shutter button. It's about understanding and utilizing these advanced features to their fullest extent. When you learn how to use these features, you can significantly improve the quality of your pictures, making each shot a masterpiece. Unlock the full potential of your iPhone camera with these simple steps. First things first, get to know your camera. The iPhone camera interface is deceptively simple, yet it houses a wealth of features. The shutter button, for instance, is your key to capturing the world around you. A quick tap and voila, you've taken a photo. Then there's the front and back camera switch, allowing you to choose your perspective. Fancy a selfie? Flip to the front camera. Want to capture that stunning sunset? The back camera is your friend. Next, let's talk about the zoom function. A pinch of your fingers on the screen lets you get closer to your subject without moving an inch. Don't forget about the flash either. It's a handy tool for low-light situations, but remember, natural light is usually your best bet. Lastly, there's the Live Photos feature, capturing a few seconds of movement to bring your pictures to life. And of course, keep that lens clean for crystal clear images. Now that you've got the basics down, it's time to dive a little deeper. Did you know your iPhone camera has a ton of hidden features? Let's dive into the world of exposure, focus lock, HDR, burst mode, and live photo effects to unlock the full potential of your iPhone camera. First up, let's talk about exposure and focus lock. Ever had a photo turn out too dark or too light? That's where exposure comes in. By tapping on your screen, you can adjust the exposure to brighten or darken your photo. Now, what about focus lock? This feature lets you lock the focus on a certain part of your frame. Simply press and hold on the area you want in focus until you see AEAF lock appear. This is a game changer for capturing sharp, crisp images. Now onto HDR, or high dynamic range. This feature balances the light in your photos, helping to bring out the details in both the brightest and darkest areas. Just tap HDR on your screen and select Auto. This tells your iPhone to decide when to use HDR, giving you beautifully balanced photos every time. Burst mode is next on our list. This is perfect for capturing action shots. Just hold down the shutter button and your iPhone will take a series of photos in rapid succession. Then you can choose the best one from the lot. Finally, let's explore live photo effects. Live photos capture a few seconds before and after you take a picture, creating a short video clip. But did you know you can add effects to these live photos? Just swipe up on a live photo to reveal the effects like loop, bounce, and long exposure. These can turn a simple photo into a fun and dynamic memory. Mastering these features can truly elevate your photography game. It's all about knowing when and how to use them. So, experiment with these settings, play around with different combinations, and see the magic unfold. With these features, you're well on your way to taking professional-grade photos. A great photo is more than just a click on the shutter button. It's about capturing a moment, an emotion, or a story in a way that draws the viewer in. And one of the key ways to do this is through the art of composition. Let's talk about the rule of thirds, a classic principle in visual arts that can drastically improve your photos. Imagine your iPhone screen divided into 9 equal parts by 2 equally spaced horizontal lines and 2 equally spaced vertical lines. This gives you a grid. Now, the idea is to place the key elements of your scene along these lines or at their intersections. This creates a balanced and engaging photo rather than just centering everything. And the good news? Your iPhone has a built-in grid feature you can switch on to help you with this. But the rule of thirds isn't the only tool in your composition toolbox. Finding interesting perspectives can add a whole new dimension to your photos. Try shooting from high above or down low. Capture your subject from an angle rather than straight on. Use reflections, shadows, or frames within your frame. Push yourself to see the world from a new viewpoint, and your photos will reflect that creativity. And let's not forget about natural light. It's the photographer's best friend. The right light can transform an ordinary scene into something extraordinary. Early morning and late afternoon, often referred to as the golden hours, offer particularly beautiful light. But don't be afraid to experiment. Backlight, side light, even harsh midday light can create striking images when used thoughtfully. Remember, the best camera is the one you have with you. So, use these composition rules to capture the world around you in the most beautiful way. The iPhone in your pocket is a powerful tool. With a bit of practice and these tips in mind, you're well on your way to taking photos that aren't just good, but truly great. Now, let's give your photos the final touch. One of the great things about the iPhone is its built-in editing suite. It's robust, user-friendly, and can turn a good photo into a great one. So, let's dive in. First off, filters. They're an easy way to give your photos a different look or mood. You can choose from a variety of filters, each one adding a unique twist to your photo. But remember, the key is subtlety. Overdoing it with filters can make your photos look artificial. Next up, adjusting light and color. These settings can make a world of difference to your photos. By increasing or decreasing brightness, contrast, or saturation, you can emphasize certain aspects of your image or alter the overall mood. Don't be afraid to experiment, but remember, less is often more, so subtlety is key. Now let's talk about cropping and straightening. These tools are all about composition. Cropping allows you to remove unwanted elements or focus more on your subject, while straightening can fix any wonky horizons. Both are simple yet effective ways to enhance your image. Last but not least, the Auto Enhance feature. This is a one-stop shop for quick edits. With a single tap, it adjusts several settings at once to optimize your photo. It's a great starting point if you're new to editing or just in a hurry. But remember, it doesn't replace manual editing. It's always worth taking the time to fine-tune your images. Now here's a pro tip. When editing, try to enhance the original photo rather than completely transforming it. The goal is to make the image the best version of what it already is, not to make it something it's not. Remember, editing is a personal process. There's no right or wrong way to do it. It's all about what looks good to you and what tells the story you want to tell. And there you have it. With these tips and tricks, you're all set to capture stunning photos with your iPhone.